everything's on a bell curve, right? 90% of people are like law-abiding, good people. They don't want to be assholes in public. But then you have 5% on each side, which are like the 5% angels who are like just almost like toxic positivity. And then you have the people who, no matter what, will just be negative all the time. Because that's a real thing. Toxic positivity is a real thing. But yeah, you still get some like nasty people. They say some, shit about like, it could be anything, your family, your mom, your wife, something. And there's always something that I feel like they're out there to just hate on people. And there is a lot of people that just hate on people.
Do you ever address that when it comes up?
Yeah. I made a video like 2 weeks ago, big influencer in Boston. Big influencer. This she's a podcaster. She's got like 5 million followers. She's like she works with like Mark Wahlberg and all the, she does all kinds of stuff. She blocked me on social media. And I talked about it because I called it out because I had never talked to her in my life. But people alluded to like the fact that my videos were in the same kind of world as she is in with like Mel. And I saw it. I've never talked to her in my life. So I posted it and said, hey, that's hate. In my eyes, that's hate. You're hating on me for whatever reason. I don't know. But I love calling that shit out. I'm not afraid to call out anything, bro. I'll go right on social media and talk about the real shit because I feel like people like real shit. They do. That's the one I tell. One thing about monetizing, and there's a lot of different things, but one thing is like you have to have that one element of your shit that's like kind of like fucking hits people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about something that like, that's like, what, did he really just say that? Really? And it's like, that's why you think all these people who are out there, like getting like, the Jake Pauls of the world, you think everything they're doing is just like, that's me. No, they're like, it's all planned. They know what they're doing. They know how to get the views at Mr. Beast. They all know how to make a viral video. They know there's like really a couple elements. And by the way, even with the, clipping podcasts, right? Being able to clip up your podcast so you get that like moment where I say something that like sounds like I'm saying more, like, and then where do I find the rest of that? And so that's kind of like but yeah, I call out bad behavior whenever I can.
We talked to Kat, and Kat was telling us about the backside or the dark side of reality TV, right? Yeah. And you gave your explanation of reality TV also to start the show, but when you look at the reality show, your production of the reality show, are there times in the edit where you're like, yo, I wish they would not have edited that way. It looks one way. I did not want it to go like that. The editing sucked. Why did they edit it that way? Talk about it.
Yeah, that's a big thing, man. So, people don't realize that when you join a reality TV show, I would hear it from people. Oh, like, why didn't you tell them to like not do this or not do that? When you sign that paper, you have literally no say in what they put on the TV. Nothing. You have not a say. I mean, maybe if you're like Kim Kardashian, you can say, hey, you're not putting this in. But I'm just a regular person who was on a show and, kind of well known, but I have no say in what the network does. So once you sign that paper and you're on that show, you have no editing power. When they film, they film all day. So they come at 7 a.m. and they film all the way till 7 at night. They're allowed to do 12 hours. They're all union people. So their unions call for no more than 12 hours of a workday. So when they're there, they maximize. They're there. And the cameras are always running. You're always mic'd up. You have a mic pack on and it's always running. And you say something, they can make it look like, a scene me and you are in, my face turns. They use an edit from something I said when I wasn't even filming. Right. And they make it look like I said it as I walked away from you. Like, they can do that. It's easy. They clip it in. They clip it in. And now that I've said this, I guarantee you, go watch a reality TV show and you'll see a scene where something crazy happens. And as they're saying it, you notice that their face ain't looking at the camera. And it also sounds like the sound wasn't in that scene. They try to do a good job of making it sound like the sound's in that scene, but sometimes you can almost hear that it's a little different. They said it at a different time, and they made it look like let's say I was like, maybe me and you are kicking. I'm like, fuck you, Preston. You don't talk shit about that to me. They make it look like you said, "Fuck you, Preston," and like you say so they can really make you look bad. And there was a few scenes that they did, and they did me dirty. Oh. They did real dirty. Yeah. They did.
And what are those conversations like with your producer? Like, yo, why'd you do me like that?
They just go, "Hey, man, that's the game. That's the game." They did me dirty, bro. They did.
Give me an example. Give me an example. Give me an example.
I don't even like talking about it, but I'll talk about it. But it's like, do they like? It's like weird to even say it out loud. They tried to make it or insinuate that my mom is in the bed with me and my wife sleeping at. Like, do you understand that? Like, you understand that as they were Preston, as they were trying to pull that shit on me. So like, well, let me tell you what they did to me. They had me drinking. So I was like, they're like, "Hey, Josh, have a few drinks." So they're like, by the way, they already had my wife drinking like a couple drinks.
Right.
And they were doing a scene with her that I wasn't in. So then we're at our house in Florida, and they're like, "Hey, we're going to do this scene where like you and Nell are talking in the bed about like stuff. And then your mom's going to like come in and she's just going to like lay down next to you and like have a conversation with you guys." And I'm like, "Nope, I'm not doing it. I was like, "You guys, I know what you're going to do with that scene. You're going to do me dirty. You're going to cut it and make it look like she was like, hanging out in the bed with us in the morning." Like, nope, not fucking doing it. But they fucking figured it out. They
figured it out, bro.
Like, all right, all we're going to have her do is sit up. And I was like, okay, so I can deal with that. Because like, your mom comes in, "Hey guys, what's up?" Like, but like, they made the whole scene look like she was getting up, not sitting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, got up, was like already in the room with us and was like, "Hey guys, have a good day." So they did me dirty, and people were like, watching me online, bro. Like, it was like, like, what the hell? And I'm like, bro, that would never, like, it's never happened. It never would. But they were trying to get that banging moment on social, on reality TV. Like, mama's boy lets his mom hang out in the bedroom with him and his wife. Like, nah. So they did
go back.